Major changes are coming to the NHL as the league fast-tracks its new CBA to this upcoming season. What does it all mean? We'll break it down. This is The Hockey Show.
ما في وقت للعب 9-1 كونتينيو يجي نار من استوديو نبني ولا لازم شو
Welcome to The Hockey Show. Before we get started, I want to talk about one of our favorite Panthers fans who, in reports that we are seeing, we lost today. Steve Elario was a charter and sales broker with a yacht company called Northrop and Johnson. He was also a Panthers season ticket holder. And if you are a Panthers fan, if you've attended any Panthers game, you will know who this guy is. If you're watching on DKN and see him, you notice a striking resemblance to Ric Flair. And it's proven at the Panthers games because every time they show him on camera, the crowd woos.
Now, he had that great seat that was right next to the Zamboni tunnel, so the cameraman was always right there, but the crowd would get excited every time he was up there. There would be woos, and this is going back to a time when they didn't have as much to be excited about as Panther games. But Steve was always there, just getting fans excited. He was super friendly, always smiling. You always see fans coming out to him, taking pictures, and, Panthers lost a good one today.
I thought one of the great signs of how awesome of an organization the Florida Panthers have become is that Ric Flair was on the parade float, at least the first year. I don't know if he was the second year. I didn't see him. But
Steve,
But he was on the parade float the first year.
He was on the ice. He was on the ice after they won.
And I thought it was so cool. He's just a regular guy, and he's a fan that became a popular thing, and they took care of their people, and he'll be definitely missed around the arena. It was always one of the better parts of the game when they would show him and everybody would go woo.
Yeah, as Dave and I, as I said, Dave and I met him on the ice after the Panthers won in June. He's a good guy. Really nice to everybody. Never got annoyed when people yelled "woo" in his face.
No, that's
he
his
loved
thing.
it.
That was cool, man. So
So Steve,
rest in power, Steve.
Rest in power, brother. You will be missed. All right, let's talk about the CBA and the changes that are being implemented this upcoming season. Not all the changes, because the 84-game season, that's going to happen next year. All right, so there will be a playoff salary cap for the first time in league history. This is in response to a handful of teams, including the defending champions, using long-term injured reserve as salary cap.
A crutch. I mean, whatever you want to call it, they were working within the rules.
Yeah,
nobody was breaking any rules.
To the tune of 4 or 5 of the last few Stanley Cup champions have used that rule. So
I think most playoff teams, whether they win the Stanley Cup or not, like you get a guy hurt, it's the hockey season, it's the playoffs. Like, shit happens.
Yeah. Also, there will be a ban on deferred compensation starting the day the Panthers raise their Stanley Cup banner. So no more days of, paying a base salary of $1 million and then deferring it down the line?
Yeah, that's one. I know that a big part of the way that the Panthers have constructed a lot of their contracts is as bonus. Most of it comes in as bonus money, so the players get paid right on July 1st, right when the new league year starts, and then their annual salary, which comes during the season, is a much smaller number. So they're getting most of their money up front. I don't know if that's going to hamper the way that Bill Zito and his guys have constructed their contracts, but it's certainly going to be something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, it seems like this is all. You know how the Miami rules and the NCAA happened in the late 80s, early 90s? It seems like it's an anti-Panthers rule, Ethan.
I'm interested to see. I know that the LTIR is going into effect for the playoffs, but there are changes that are being made to LTIR in the regular season as well in terms of the percentage of the cap and how much salary you can actually put on LTIR.
Yeah, it's like half.
Yeah, I don't exactly understand what the whole deal is. I'm sure more information will come out about it, but I'm interested to see. Obviously, the big news to start the year is that Matthew Tkachuk is expected to be on LTIR until at least January. How is that going to affect the Evan Rodriguez situation? I'm already intrigued by what the Panthers are going to do with this. And then, Tkachuk was going to be back for the playoffs, so unless another injury happened, the Panthers probably weren't going to be beneficiaries of LTIR again because they were going to have to put his salary back on the books at some point. But,
someone else
maybe
might
somebody
get hurt.
right.
God forbid,
maybe
but you never know.
God forbid somebody gets hurt and they were able to do it again and go out and get somebody at the deadline. The question is going to be, what does this do for the trade deadline? Is the trade deadline going to be a dud now? So
well, one big trade kind of happened. A couple of big trades happened at the deadline, actually. But, yeah, it's been mostly, especially free agent season, I mean, it's been mostly duds.
I mean, the Panthers wouldn't have been able to get Brad Marchand without
that was one of the
salary without LTIR. The Seth Jones trade, I think, would have worked because of the salary that was retained and then them moving Knight. That worked. But Marchand would have never worked.
That's another thing, by the way. Double salary retention will be a no-no this year. So you can't get another team to retain salary for a player.
See, that's interesting. You see, that plays into the whole Seth Jones thing. And a lot of deals that have been made over the last few years, a lot of teams are retaining salary. They want to build up their stables of young prospects and futures. So it's going to be fun to see kind of how teams adjust in real time to this. And I think, we're going to be certainly watching from an interesting perspective following the Panthers.
And the other change is not this year, but next year, the big change is that the season's going to start in September now.
Yeah. Yes.
And the cup, they're hoping to be handed out in mid-June instead of late June, the way it's been this past season. It was the 17th of June, and then the season before was the 24th of June.
That
was crazy. And then the Panthers were back in training camp 3 months later.
That was a crazy week when they won the first one. And it was like they won it on the 24th. They had like 5 days to celebrate.
Yeah.
The draft.
The parade was on the 30th. Lomberg was gone the next day.
On Sunday, and then the next day was free. It was like nuts. So I'm definitely sure that they want to change these rules, whether it's Panthers related or not.
And 2 more regular season games as well, an 84-game regular season.
Less preseason. I get why there were some people that wanted to hold on to that because the young guys, that aren't in the NHL get a chance to be in an NHL uniform and an NHL arena for a lot of the parts. But, you got to do what's best for the big guys.
It seems like they'd rather have more training camp time than preseason time, kind of the way in the NFL teams more want these joint practices rather than an actual preseason game. It seems like that's kind of the trend for the NHL as well. But
football and hockey, where like you either have to be going 100 miles per hour or there's no real point to doing it. Like playing games that don't matter, like preseason games, like it's just silly. So I'm all for cutting it back, letting them train more on their own, and then more regular season games where they actually count.
A couple of things also that will be implemented this year. The dress code has been relaxed, so Evander Kane can show up in a tracksuit in Vancouver now.
Bathrobes in South Florida was a big thing last year.
Yeah. Well, that was in the arena. As far as arriving to the arena.
No, they wore their Swedish sauna suits to
but it's home and road rules different. That was for home games.
Yeah, that's for home games. Yeah. I
so
think
is it
across
different?
the board now.
It'd be fun to see if there's a couple of guys come up with something interesting.
It's a good way to get guys to show their personalities.
I know Sarah Sivian must be excited.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure she's loving this. Also, players can endorse wine and spirits. So you know what that means. And this would probably make Rose very happy that Alexander Barkov can hold up an ice-cold shot glass filled with Jägermeister.
Damn, that's cold.
Yes. So take a picture of that. She'll
Nice
love
segue.
that. All right. So Connor McDavid, in an interview with TSN's Ryan Rashag, said, quote, "We're trying to find a scenario that works for everybody in terms of my family, my family's security, a deal that makes sense for the team to continue to have success. My belief in the season and the players this year has never been higher." So, how?
So he's not quite saying what Angel Reese said. Right? He's not quite throwing his team and the organization under the bus.
No. He's trying to. I don't even know.
He's hedging his bets for sure. But this is Connor McDavid. This is like the alpha of the NHL. He's on top of the mountain. Nobody's disputing that he's the best hockey player in the world. So whatever he wants to do, teams are going to be lining up to give him what he wants. Mm-hmm. So it's basically going to come down, does he want to stay in Edmonton?
I think he wants to stay in Edmonton, and he has said his intention is to win in Edmonton. Some of the quotes, I don't know. Like, I can't get a read on this situation based off of his quotes. What I expect to happen is he's going to take a 3 or 4 year deal short term and kind of say, here's your window. Win now or I'm gone. And if you win, I'll stay forever. And if you don't, I'm going to go to Florida.
All right. We'll get more into the CBA talk next week with Greg Wyshynski of ESPN, and we will talk more about Connor McDavid with Adnan Burke, who's going to come up next. But first, before we get to that, it's time for Wins and Fails of the Week, presented by Jägermeister. Serve a code or don't serve it at all. Jägermeister, damn, that's code. For more, visit Jägermeister.com. Drink responsibly. David, what's your win of the week?
My win of the week, I'm throwing out my charitable, not my charitable arm, but my friendly arm, my hospitable arm. A couple of Canadian teams put out some interesting images this week. One of them of an center ice logo, the other one of a new third jersey. We have the Montreal Canadiens putting out a new center ice logo, very flashy, very look at me. I think I like it. It's fine, whatever.
It looks like the inside of the.
I was going to say that's the inside of the cup,
like
isn't it?
Inside,
Yeah.
It looks like the inside of the Stanley Cup on a record. And then the Senators came out with their third jersey, and again, nothing necessarily wrong with it. It's fine. It's nice. It's cool. Whatever. I'm not going to be buying the jersey. I'm not going to be wearing the Center Ice logo. They don't blow me away, but what does blow me away is that they're taking swings. They're not afraid to put it out there. Say, this is what I like. You can like it if you want. These are teams, they both made the playoffs last year. They both had first-round exits, but, good for them. They're taking swings. I like what they're doing. More teams need to just not be afraid to do whatever the hell they want and see what gets out there artistically. I like it.
My winner of the week is the United States Hockey Hall of Fame, and the names have been released. Scott Gomez is going in, 181 goals, 575 assists, and 756 points in his 16-year career. Zach Parise, 434 goals, 455 assists, 889 points in his 19-year career. Joe Pavelski, 476 goals, 592 assists, 1,068 points in his 18-year career. Tara Monsi was on the United States women's hockey team. They won their first ever gold medal in 1998. That was the big year.
Yeah,
boy, that team was.
They were stacked.
Woo, they were stacked, boy. And she also won a silver medal in 2002. And photographer Bruce Bennett, who photographed over 6,000 NHL games in 50 years. Those are the names going in the U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame.
Fun Scott Gomez. As I was looking up all the guys on Hockey Reference, I got to Scott Gomez. He played, 1,079 games in the NHL, right?
Yeah.
46 of those were for the Florida Panthers, and yet his Hockey Reference picture is him in a Panthers jersey.
Of course it is.
Of course.
Ethan, you'll win.
Zach Parise, by the way, still being paid by the Minnesota Wild? Is this the last year of that buyout?
Good question.
I think it is.
The
Him
Bobby
and Ryan
Bonilla
Suter.
deal.
Anyway, my win of the week, guys, the Seattle Kraken. Probably the most boring team in the NHL, if we're being honest. Cool uniforms, though, and they just did something. It's a big swing. I'm not sure how cool it will actually look if we can put it on the screen here. They made a glow-in-the-dark uniform. It's an all-black uniform, and the logo
I like it.
Lights up in glow-in-the-dark. I mean, look, when they're actually playing the game, the effect's not going to work, but pre-game intros, when they skate out on the ice, it's going to look really cool, I think. I think we have another picture as well. The uniform itself is really nice.
Yeah.
I mean,
they've done
black,
great with their
branding is awesome.
Very good.
Like their logo's great. Their uniforms are awesome. I like their colors. I like the blue and kind of like seafoamy greenish kind of color. These are really cool, though. Yep. You want to talk about big swings, David? I have never seen a glow-in-the-dark jersey before, so that's really, really.
I mean, the Stars came close.
A cool
with the highlighter uniforms.
Option that they can do for their goaltender in Seattle. They have glow-in-the-dark goalie paint, so you put some of that on your mask to match the jersey. Cool. That would look pretty.
It'll be interesting to see if they do like something. If he does something cool for that. For that game.
Why not?
But yeah, I think those jerseys are great. Big swing, and I'm all for teams taking big swings as well.
Go.
Yep.
All right, David, what's your fail?
Oh, man. My fail of the week is Riley Smith went to a comedy show recently. I think it was in Las Vegas, but it was for comedian Will Burkhardt. And do we have the audio, Ethan? All right, let's play that, and let's just see what happened with Riley Smith getting heckled at the comedy show.
What's your name, sir?
Riley.
Are you working during the week?
No,
Are you a teacher?
I'm not.
You're not. Silly me. What kind of job do you have?
Hockey player.
Who do you play hockey for? Is this like how high are we? Are we?
Very high.
Everybody in that comedy club is like looking at this guy like, dude, you don't know this is Riley Smith?
I'm not gonna drop the puck. Like, calm the fuck down. I'm honored that you're here, bro. That's. I just got nervous all of a sudden. I don't know why I just got nervous. Oh man, dude, you're really slow playing it. Like, how's work? It's all right. Yeah, it's a little chilly when I get to work, but. Do you get recognized a lot?
Yeah, sometimes.
He's so mad he got recognized. Look how pissed off he
He's
is.
sitting in the front row. Like, get over. Like, no.
How are your do you got all your teeth?
He just pulled out half of his teeth.
How the front one's still intact? Or just you have to you keep popping them out?
Such a hockey player move, though, like to take out your teeth at a random time. Like, I feel like I've seen a lot of hockey players, retired and current. They're happy to take out their teeth and show them to you.
Rule of thumb, never sit in the front row during a comedy show.
Right? I learned that at a Jim Brewer comedy show.
Yeah.
I was like 23 years old. I got like a pina colada for some reason, and boy, did he let me know about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
A
deserve
what?
it.
You got a pina colada, so
didn't-
you had
No,
the fancy
say that
glass.
again. Say it the way you said it.
Pina colada?
Okay.
Isn't that how you say
All
it?
right. All right. I'll let
With
it
the
slide. I
Enye?
thought you said pina colada.
No, pina.
Why would he say pina colada?
I don't know.
Drinking male genitalia. Like, what are we talking about here?
All right, my fail of the week. I'm going to disagree with David's win. My fail of the week
thank
is
you.
this: not only is the center ice design in Montreal ugly, the Senators' jerseys are bad too. All right. Like I feel like this is an addition for addition's sake. It just does not look good. The jerseys are ugly, and also, what are the Hurricanes doing? What are they doing? This is a change for the sake of change. Because this is worse because it's the road uniforms. This is going to be worn
What, they
41 games
They just blacked out the
in the regular season.
the Hurricane logo. Is that what happened?
No, there's a couple of other changes to it. I think they changed the font on it. They also changed the sleeves, the bottom.
They actually look kind of Ottawa-like, don't they? The sleeves like that.
Yeah. They did add black. There's no white in the logo on the road. On the logo on the jersey. So there's that too. Ethan, you also agree with me, right?
Yeah, my fail of the week is also for the Canes. Not necessarily because of these uniforms. I think they're okay. Like, I don't love them so much. My problem with the Canes is their best uniform is the uniform they never wear.
The one with the stick.
The
flag?
red jersey is the best
the red
jersey.
one?
Yes, the red jersey is the best
So
jersey.
their
in
original
this set.
home
The OG.
jersey.
Yes,
Look at
the
you.
OG home jersey is the best jersey in this set. The white one is okay. I hate the red and black logo. They need to have the white in there. And don't even get me started on these stupid home jerseys with the smoky shoulders and the black. I hate those uniforms so much. Their red jersey was good. It was one of the better sweaters in the league, and they went away from it, and I don't know why.
All right, Adnan Burke is coming up next. Adnan is on Prime Monday Night Hockey. He also has a book. It's called Cinefoul. So please go ahead and pick that book up if you read. So that'd be nice. All
Well,
right,
even if you don't.
Yeah. Oh, you can do
Like
that.
me.
Just help out a friend and buy the book. Adnan's next.